So, going into the off-piste segment, and the title says it all. This is the king and the queen of the off-piste scene. So, really looking for skis with great flotation. You're searching for powder every day, and you want this nice flotation out of bounds. This is the off-piste ski. So, we went through the freeride segment, and we told you it's from 100 to 110. That's the perfect freeride ski. So going into the off-piste segment, it's from 110 and up. And so our widest ski, the pontoon, the classic, that's a 135. That's a huge wide ski. What I have here to my left, it's my absolute best friend. It's a Reckoner 112. So yeah, and it's a 112. This is, we think, the perfect blend. This is playful, a lot of flotation, and yeah, really could mix all varieties of terrain of piste. So searching for these deep down days, a lot of snow. This is really also, where do you come from? What's your preferences? And also, what type of off-piste ski do you choose? I would say the general benchmark is of course your length plus a few centimeters. But if you take as an example the Reckoner 112 here, it's a off-piste ski but with a twin tip. The twin tip is not made for going backwards. It's made for being more fun, but the effective edge, you know, where you ski on the ski, it's so short. So I'm 183, I would go for the 193 because you want the stability and you want the float. But this is also, what type of ski do you choose? So check, is it a twin tip ski that I looked for, or is it a more traditional straight tail? Because the straight tail skis, you can go more, I would say, your average length. But the twin tip ski, I would recommend you to go up to the next length that's available. So talk to your local expert, they will guide you here. So I think off-piste skiing is where it all started, the whole rocker theme. So we had a legend on the K2 team, Shane McConkey. He was the pioneer here. So he actually took a wire and made the front of the ski lift so we could get better flotation off-piste. So really the rocker in an off-piste ski is really to make you much better when skiing powder. You can relax more and the ski floats. So if you take this one, the Reckoner 112, it has a pretty massive rocker in the tail but also in the nose. And this is a twin tip ski, so it has a pretty equal profile on the tip and the tail. If you were to choose, as we talked about, more straight tail skis with not a twin tip, it will absolutely have more rocker in the nose than in the tail. So that gives you more stability. But the upside here, that you get an awesome playful ski that has great flotation in powder. Yeah, we have to touch base on the radius even here. But I think this is pretty clear. If we follow the tracks that we talked about on the freeride skis, I would say that if you go for a twin tip oriented off-piste ski, it has a more narrow radius than if you go for a more traditional off-piste ski with a straight tail. And that has to do with that the twin tip ski, in some cases you stand more center mount, but also that you have this that we call early taper. So you move the widest point of the edges more to the middle, which gives you a shorter radius. That is of course common on the more straight tail skis, but more common on the twin tip skis. So really longer radius on the more traditional off-piste skis with straight tail and shorter on the twin tip skis. Yeah, so if we start the manufacturing and we start the day with building an great off-piste ski. So we start with, because we went through like the race carve, the piste skis, the freeride skis now, and we make them more or less the same. So we make them with the sandwich construction. We put layers on layers. So of course we have the wood core, and as you know, the wood core gives the excitement in the ski. In this ski, for example, the Reckoner 112, we use two types of wood. So we have one more On the side we have one type of wood which is more dense, and in the middle of the ski it's more light to keep the playfulness. So aggressive but playful. And I would say in a ski wider than 110, there is almost nobody now that puts metal in the ski. These are for the Freeride World Tour guys and girls that rips, that goes extremely fast. So I like to put carbon in the skis. The carbon gives the ski more playfulness, liveliness, more excitement. It's light, it's nice, and when you use it combined with the wood core, it's just really fun to ski on. So wood core and carbon in a great combination, that's more or less the winning combination now. So we brought to you the off-piste segment, and we talked about the length, who it's for, how it's, how is the feeling. And of course, the initial negative thing here is of course the width of the ski, and also the kind of massive rocker which is in the tip and the tail. So those days when you need to traverse on the piste or go in the piste, of course it's demanding to put on edge, and it could feel a little bit unstable. But this is how the ski is built, because it's built for those great powder days, and those are the days that you also want. But I think when buying this ski, the perfect friend, the perfect match is also like a Mindbender 99, which you ski every day, which doesn't have the fresh snow, which you can ski all season. And this ski you go when the snow has come and you want to experience these crazy powder days. That's the perfect combo. The obvious upside with this ski is the powder days, the flotation, the playfulness and everything, the nimble feeling. So I would say if you haven't tried a really great powder off-piste ski, this is before and after. This is like, wow. So and it's really easy to ski. It makes you better than you really are, and that's fantastic. So really the perfect ski for those powder days or slushy days. But I think the perfect combo is maybe a great piste ski or a great freeride ski. If you have the fortune to have two pairs of ski, this is the perfect match.